Welcome inside the Open Mic Podcast. On with Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you. We're joined today by two-time state champion Guthrie High School senior Eli Kirk. He's got some great announcements coming here in a little bit. But Eli, first of all, congratulations on a great career in Guthrie.
Thank you. Thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely. So you got to, and we're talking a lot about your career, but you got to go through your high school career and Little League career with your sister, who is also a two-time state champion, Clea. Talk about that process of competing at a high level, not only you, but your sister, and going through that, watching it, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we've always expected great out of each other, and she actually started gymnastics, and she was really good, planning on going to OU, and then her coaches were just putting too much pressure on her, and they left, and so she wanted to quit, and I was doing wrestling, and I mean, I was doing some good things, and then I got to high school, and I think she had a year under her of wrestling, and then, I mean, she got nationally ranked her first year. She did some big things, and I mean, I knew coming into high school we were going to do some great things, and we wound up in the state finals together. So I was like, yeah, let's do this 3 more times.
Okay, so she's a two-time state champion. You're a two-time state champion. Was she good right off the bat? I'm sure she was really good right off the bat.
She excels well.
Okay, so where does all this come from?
I mean, we practice 2-3 times a day. So, I mean, and we want to get better, and we have a good club down in the city, Stand Fast, and, I mean, both Davenports work with us well. So, I mean, we expect the best.
But before all the state champions and all the medal places, Pee Wee, I mean, where did you learn? Where did this...
Well, we started off at Blue Jay Pride.
Okay.
With Brian Orndorff, you guys know him? Yeah.
Yep.
I've always been with him since Little League. I mean, we used to train out at his garage. We used to be on the fire department.
Yeah.
Not too far from here. And, I mean, we just loved it. I mean, it was fun.
I think that's one thing that we were talking about before we came on is there's a lot of folks that are good at wrestling. And you can tell, you can tell they're good. But you can always find the people that have a passion for the sport, and that's where I would put you. You have an absolute passion for the sport, and it shows. So talk a little bit about that. I mean, you're going to announce here shortly where you're going to be continuing your career, but where does that fire? Is it truly just a love of the sport?
Yeah, I mean, I do it. I mean, I was a little confused on why I do it, but I mean, now that I know what's my why, I always remind myself and where I come from, and the setbacks that I had, like my sophomore year, my freshman year, I remember those, and I use that. And I mean, I thank God every day for waking me up and letting me do this one more time, because not many people do that. So.
No.
So when did it click? Like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good, and I'm probably going to win, probably. Yeah. And sometimes I'm going to embarrass you. Sometimes I'm going to have to grind for this one. Yeah. When did the click?
I mean, the click.
4th grade? No, I was just guessing.
I got to say junior high.
Yeah.
Junior high, coming in my junior high. I mean, it was just like we had fun. Practices sucked, but Howard made it fun. Yeah. And then we went out and did some cool things. We never placed at junior high state. I mean, that was fun, but it was just having fun with my teammates and getting some big matches, and it was just fun.
So I got a question. So when you're on the mat with an opponent, so for instance, at state this year, right? I think it was your second match, maybe your first match, and you just beat the kid, and he gets up and he gives you a little push after that. I mean, what kind of gamesmanship goes on in the match? I mean, is there a lot of talking? Is there just kind of like, get off me? You ain't gonna be no good or better than me.
It's like body language.
It's got to be fun too.
Yeah, it's body language, and I mean, I know like how to take care of my guy that I'm wrestling, and I do exactly that. Sometimes it comes off a little strong because I mean I'm hungry. I'm wanting that state title, and I'm gonna get everyone out of my way that's in my way to get what I want.
Yeah, I thought it was great that kid kind of gave you a push after it was over, and you just kind of walked off.
And it was the one that you wrestled up too.
Yeah,
it was a home duel. You wrestled up. It was someone good.
Tuttle,
yes.
Tuttle kid too. Yeah, yeah.
Dude, that kid annoys me. I was trying to get my arm out of his face, and like I had to push my arm into his face, and then he just got in my face.
Yeah. But I also think to me, that's wrestling,
Yeah.
right? I mean, people that have wrestled, when they see that kind of stuff, they're like, well, I mean, it doesn't really affect them.
Yeah.
Right? I think the people that notice that more are the people that never wrestled. Wouldn't you agree with that? Because it's all just part of it. You know, I mean, there's people are going to get a little chirpy. It happens. It's part of the game.
Yeah. So Eli, you'll announce here in a little bit where you're going, but so the state champions. Talk about the recruiting process. Obviously, Kalia made it a year ago. That she's going to Oklahoma City University, but talk about your process.
I mean, my process it's been really long. I mean, I wanted to do what's mature and not chase after some title of a school, and I want to do what's best for me and my family, and what's feels right in my heart.
Let me back up. So you state champion your junior year. How much pressure was it to go back and do it again for the second time?
Like, people think the first time's hard, but this one
Yes.
was way harder. I mean, I felt confident, but I was scared. I just didn't believe in myself at sometimes. But I mean, it's gonna happen sometimes, and you just gotta overcome those situations.
Yeah, because you're not surprising anybody. I mean, I remember walking out one of the home duels, and I walked out with the referee, and all he was talking about Eli Kirk. Kirk. I mean, his hands.
Well, I think he said.
hands.
I think he said, I didn't think he could get any better.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
I think he said, I didn't think he could get any better, but he has.
He definitely fooled everybody else stands because it was just so much fun to watch and the fans were so upset. I believe it was senior night.
It was.
They skipped you out. They didn't let you wrestle.
It was,
oh my gosh, it was just so disappointing that night.
But what a great compliment when an official goes out of his way to say, think about that statement. I didn't think he could get better, but he has.
Yeah.
That's a big compliment. Those guys see them all. I mean, they see all of them every day. So,
Yeah. So if we talked about the 2007 state football champion in Guthrie, and they were dominating everybody. I mean, they were beating everybody with 40, 50 points. But when that state championship got there, it's talked about how tough it was to go through there because they were expected to win every time. And that's exactly what you went through, Eli. Talk about this final match at the state championship. You lose one time the entire senior year, defending state champion. And what's your mindset? Because me, I'm mind gone. I'm like so much pressure on myself. I'm sure you put pressure on yourself too, but the mindset for the final match, your final high school match, you're returning state champion. You only lost once, no one in 5A, but mindset.
It's just no pressure on yourself. I mean, let it
See,
fly.
that's why he's state champion. I put all the pressure on me.
It sounds like we're more nervous than he was during the match.
Exactly
because
right.
I was biting my nails.
I think we all were.
Yeah, I mean, we started warming up, and I look up in the stands, and we had a big section of just Guthrie fans, and that put a little pressure on me. But as soon as I took my shirt off and I started warming up, and I got on the mat, I was just complete confidence and the fire and the grace of God was in me.
That's awesome.
I'll remember that. The other time, I have it in my memory. I remember recording it at the fairgrounds. Is when you won your junior year, and then your sister. You were celebrating, but you couldn't celebrate very long because you had to go there and watch your sister win. And so that I'll always remember.
That was my favorite memory as well.
Yeah.
So
Well, you can tell you two have a very special relationship.
Raise his hands and he takes off straight after winning first state championship to go watch his sister.
But that is the coolest.
Yeah,
I think
that
the
is
fact
awesome.
that you two obviously love and respect each other so much. That's a blessing. My dad always told me, he says, people will come and go, but your siblings will always be there. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you, that's if you hold on to that, like I know you will, it'll serve you and your entire family well. But it's obvious to see how much you guys care about each other.
Yeah.
Eli, I think it's that time where we talk about your future. You've done everything possible in Guthrie, 2-time state champion, 4-time placer. I know a lot of people have been. It was a buzz at the state tournament. Where's Eli going? And I think you're ready to make that announcement today.
Yeah.
Floor is yours.
I've thought a long time for this, and I believe what's best for me and my family is that I will be attending the University of Central Oklahoma, UCO.
Very cool.
Defending Division II national champions.
Great decision.
So-
Absolutely.
I think they've come close for the past 4 or 5
Yeah.
years,
Yep.
and they finally got it done this year. So
I mean, a great
program.
an unbelievable tradition, great coaching staff, fabulous facilities.
Yep.
A nice perk is it's about 15 minutes down the road from home.
Mom's not going to kill me.
Well, that's a perk for a lot. Well, and the other perk is a lot of old people that have followed you. Old people. They can hop in a car and go watch you.
Yeah.
And that's important.
You're not part of those old people.
I'm old. Yeah, very old. Chris and Ronnie remind me of this every day. But,
That's correct.
But what a great university.
Yeah.
Talk a little about what are you going to major in? Just some of those plans.
Yeah, I will be majoring in kinesiology, and it's like the study of movement. So I'm going in there as a PT, and then once I get my master's there, then I'll do my athletic training, and then I just want to help athletes perform at their best at a high level.
That's awesome.
And how to properly take care of themselves. So I want to do exactly that. And my sister's old trainers, when she was in gymnastics, they did the exact same thing, and they help people get into the NFL and NBA. So, I kind of have a boot in there, so that's going to help me out.
Good.
What were your discussions with the coaches at UCO? What they expect? What they wanting? Were they begging? Or
they told me I was their number one guy on their list, and as soon as I heard that, that means they've been on me, and they've been texting me since last year, right when I won, and they like me. They didn't. When I lost, they still text me good job. So they like me when I'm bad and when I'm good. So that's what I look out for.
Bad's relevant. Let's calm down with the bad thing a little bit here.
So where do you start going mind wise as you get ready for the college level? How much better do you have to be for that Division II level? You're a stud in high school, but what do you have to do to get to the next level on the bigger stage?
I don't think anything changes. I still go in there. I've got nothing to lose, and I just wrestle what's my best, and I become the best version of myself. And I know that UCO is going to help me do exactly that. Yeah.
Well, and living in Guthrie our entire life, and Edmond, not only Chad Richardson's put a lot of money into the wrestling program. The facilities there at UCO are tremendous. The campus is unbelievable.
Awesome.
The new buildings are just new buildings all the time up there. Yeah. So, yes, it's close, 15 minutes away, but athletic-wise and facilities-wise, it's a great college in Edmond.
First class.
Yeah.
No, it's first class. Absolutely.
Eli, it's been a long journey and a long journey ahead as well. Just talked about some of the people that you want to thank that got you here and moving forward.
I don't even know where to start. Phil Nichols, of course. Yeah, Chris Evans. No,
it's Chris and then Phil.
We'll thank Coach Brian Orndorff. He started me off, and Jay Howard. He's been with me for a while, and recently it's been Dr. Don, my favorite chiropractor, my only chiropractor. Yeah. And I've been in there 2 times a week for maybe 4 months straight. Yeah. I take care of myself, and she helps me. But I got to thank Jaden and Jeremy Davenport. I really don't know where I'd be without them. Probably not here, but, man, it's been a long journey, and I'm glad I got to experience it. And, I'm still going to be seeing them.
Oh, yeah.
And still be practicing with them. So, that's good.
Yeah, yeah.
And then thank my parents for them. They do everything for me. I got asked to go to the gym late at night or early at the school to work out or something, or just anything. They're there for me, and I gotta thank them and thank God for everything.
Yeah, and I think you recognize it now, but even more so. Your parents have to wake when you wake up at 6 a.m. They probably have to wake up at 5 and you travel. To get you there and stay with you all day.
I'm a heavy sleeper.
Yeah. So.
Well, and going to all these tournaments is very inexpensive. There's no financial commitment whatsoever. Yeah. Well, and you do. You have a fabulous family, and you can tell the love and the dedication they have for what you kids have been able to do, and not just wrestling, but just everything academically. Just overall, you can always pick out the folks that have a great support system at home, and that's obvious for you guys. So
before I'm glad you brought up your coaches, the Davenports, Jeremy and Jaden. Between them, 7 state championships. How were they able to get you to the next level? I know with the 7 state championships between them, that obviously they have that pedigree of winning. What did you take from them, maybe off the mat, the mental part of wrestling?
It's a lot. what a lot of people don't know is that I was really close to quitting this season. And
This season?
Yeah, this season, mid-season. It was a lot. It was a lot going on. And
Just burned out.
yeah, I mean, yeah, and I didn't know how to handle it. And I talked to them, and I mean, we figured it out perfectly. And I'm doing good.
That's
Doing
awesome.
way
Yeah.
better.
I see Coach Davenport. Okay, everybody, flowers for doing that. I didn't know that. That's good.
Dr. Simpson, they need a raise.
A big one.
Give them a raise. So,
Well, Eli, it has been a fun time watching you from that third place, that second place, and then finally getting it done. And there's only been two-time state champions in Guthrie. Doug Stoneker in the early 80s. He's about Coach Chappell's age, if you want to go back that far.
he's that old?
Yeah. Okay. You're a little bit. Yeah.
Slow down.
Okay.
Slow down.
But Clea Kirk and Eli Kirk, and every time at state meet, or state tournament, they have returning state champion and the boys' sister. One of the first. Isn't there another sibling that did it as well?
I want to say yes.
Okay, I think you
wanna
guys were
say
first.
yes.
We're going to say it's first.
Yeah.
But there was another sibling at the same time. So I know a lot of people were in the state tournament in the arena talking about the brother sister
Yep.
sibling type deal.
It's really cool.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very cool.
Yeah. You've made our town proud. I know you'll continue to do that. We're going to miss you here in Guthrie, but luckily we can come see you.
Not too
represent
far.
Represent the Broncos.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's good.
exciting.
That's good.
Very cool.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.